Hi everyone, it's Library Linda, and I'd like to welcome you to this week's edition of Did You Know? Did you know? On February 21st of 1878, the world's first phone directory was published. The residents of New Haven, Connecticut wanted a way to be able to find phone numbers of their friends and relatives. So they compiled a list of 50 people who agreed to have their number published in the world's first phone book. Did you know? On February 21st of 1885, the Washington Monument was dedicated in honor of our first president, George Washington. Although the cornerstone of the monument was laid in 1848, it didn't get much work done to it, and in 1860, this is what it looked like. Construction had stalled for 22 years before Congress took over in 1876, and the Army Corps of Engineers finished the project. In December of 1884, the cap was placed on the top, and the dedication ceremony took place the day before George Washington's birthday of 1885. Did you know that George Washington was born on February 11th of 1731? Yep, you heard me right. I said February 11th. England and its colonies were still using the Julian calendar. They hadn't adopted the new Gregorian calendar yet. In 1582, Pope Gregory XIII created a new calendar that was more accurate than the Julian calendar. They called it the Gregorian calendar because they named it after Pope Gregory. Soon, many of the countries started adapting this same calendar, mostly started with the Catholic-based countries. England was a mainly Protestant nation, and they and their colonies were late to join into using this new Gregorian calendar. In 1752, England and its colonies finally decided to switch over to the Gregorian calendar. The two calendars were off by 11 days, so adjustments had to be made. And that's how George Washington's birthday moved from February 11th to February 22nd of 1732. Did you know on February 22nd of 1934, Frank Capra's movie It Happened One Night was released? It was the first film to sweep all the major awards of the Academy Awards. It won for Best Picture, Best Director, Best Actor, Best Actress, and Best Screenplay. And did you know that this particular scene where Cat is born, Clark Gable is sitting munching on a carrot, is what inspired the Warner Brothers animation team to come up with the cartoon character Bugs Bunny? Did you know that February 23rd was National Banana Bread Day? The first time banana bread was ever heard of was in the St. Louis Post-Dispatch of 1893. The first time banana bread was made, they took the fruit and cut it into long strips and dehydrated it. When it was completely dry, they ground it up into a flour and used that as the base for their bread. In the 1930s, during the Great Depression, this became a creative way to use up old bananas. This cake-like quick bread became very popular. Did you know on February 23rd of 1896, the Tootsie Roll was invented by Leo Hirschfeld? He used his daughter Clara's nickname, Tootsie, for the candy. Leo got a patent for the process of making the Tootsie Roll, but they weren't commercially available until 1908. During World War II, he had a government contract where he provided Tootsie Rolls as energy bars in the rations for the troops. Today, 64 million pieces of Tootsie Rolls are manufactured daily. I hope you've enjoyed this week's edition of Did You Know? And I hope to see you again next week. Bye-bye.